What's up, everybody? Today we leave out for Mother's Day weekend and we're heading to Puerto Rico. We're part-time residents over in Puerto Rico. We've had the Casa and the Casita for 2 years now, and we're going to be giving you an update on living in Puerto Rico for our 2-year anniversary. Welcome to our channel. We're going to be giving you our 2-year update on our move to Puerto Rico. Some of our areas that we're going to talk about is fixing issues with our property in the last couple of years. It was a learning experience, of course. One of our first major updates was our bathroom. Yeah.
Yes, our house was built in, I think, the 50s, and the bathroom had actually been redone, and we didn't know had been redone. But we decided to renovate it, to update it.
So the paint is holding up from the last 2 years that we painted it. We're actually going to paint it here in a few weeks again, just to update the paint on the inside of the house. One of the other things that we want to talk about is excessive amount of plants on the outside, the vegetation, the growth of the trees and plants and flowers. We actually had a little debate on traveling back and forth to Puerto Rico because of it. So one of the things that we've noticed is that in tropical environments, those plants are going to take off because of all the rain and sunshine.
We thought we dug them all up, but we actually had some beans. What are they called?
Pigeon peas.
Pigeon peas in what we made our flower bed, and we were gone for a few months. And the pigeon peas grew from the flower bed all the way to the top of the house. So one of the remedies that we had, and that we see a lot of people here use, is concrete. So Pierre added concrete to the area, so now nothing actually grows there, and it provided us a larger sitting area, so when our friends come back from the beach and they want somewhere to sit right out in the front of the house, they're able to sit there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because we're thinking we're here in Puerto Rico, we're gonna have lots of like fruit trees and things like that, but the only fruit trees we had when we moved there were the papaya trees. And it's been 2 years and we don't have any papayas yet, but we see that things easily grow there. So we did add a couple of trees, but they're in pots for now.
We did plant a pineapple plant out back from one of the stems of the pineapple, and it's been a year now and it's growing, so we can't wait to see the pineapple that it produces. One of the other updates that we did in the last couple of years was to add some mini AC mini split units to all of the bedrooms and also the living areas outside of the bedroom. And let me tell you, it can be a deal breaker here in Puerto Rico during some of the hot months, you know, for people that's not used to staying in excessive heat. But the good thing is we have a breeze blowing from the back of the house. So when we're not using the AC units, we can open up the windows and catch the breeze from the back of the forest in the back of the house. Undergoing too, trust me. Also, we added ceiling fans to every room in the house on both the Casa and Casita.
Yeah, there's a lot of breeze that comes through the house, and the ceiling fans kind of keep everything just kind of going and keep the air going. And It depends on when you come to Puerto Rico, and their so-called winter time. The only thing
Our so-called winter
an
time.
hour so-called winter time. The only thing you would really need is the ceiling fans. You won't even need the air conditioning. But during the summer, like in June and July, you're definitely going to need the air conditioning. And we were here last year in June, July, August, and they said it was the hottest it had been in 125 years. So we were very happy to have the air conditionings in every room. And when we first got here, the casita had a window air conditioning, and we actually put another window air conditioning in the living room of the casita. And we actually had the opportunity to live in the casita when someone else was in the casa, and we realized that it really wasn't cool enough. So that's when we went with the ceiling fans and the mini splits, and now it's really, really nice over there.
And speaking on the mini split, and we might as well talk about the utilities over the last couple of years. Last year, during the real hot streak, the heat wave, we ran those ACs like night and day, and the highest bill for each unit, the casa, the highest bill was $135 for that month, and the casita was only like $85 for that month. And they ran, if someone was in the casita, which they was, they're pretty energy efficient. So don't worry about running the ACs. If you have a newer AC unit, they're energy efficient. So yeah, just budget it in.
The mini splits are controlled by Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or whatever it is. And when we leave, we turn them off. And when we're headed back, like we're here at the beach, if we were going right home, we would turn them on from here, and it kind of cools everything off. But we don't run it when we're not there, and that helps a lot with the utility bill as well.
Yeah, and the water is fairly cheap. The water utility is fairly cheap here on the island as well. If you have any questions about any of the updates that we're going to talk about, feel free to leave us, questions. Wow, you see that bird? Almost took us out. Feel free to leave questions or comments in our comment box.
Another update that we did was we have when we first came over here, we shipped a Mini Cooper, and one night we were coming back from the rainforest, and we were caught in, it was a lot of rain, and it was really fast, and the one of the areas coming back near the airport was so flooded that the water came almost up to the handles on our car. So we upgraded to a Jeep Wrangler, because we noticed as we were sitting there praying that the car continued on, that the trucks and Jeep Wranglers were kind of just going right through.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you live. If you live in an area that floods, you might want to invest in a vehicle that's higher up. Of course, I would recommend a Jeep Wrangler because I love Jeep Wranglers, but it could be a truck or anything that's just higher up.
Yeah, and feel free to check out the shipping of that Jeep Wrangler and also the Mini Cooper. We have both of them have videos if you have any questions about shipping the vehicle. The Jeep video was really in depth on the shipping and can answer a lot of the questions that anybody might have about shipping the vehicle from mainland US to Puerto Rico. All right, the last upgrade we want to talk about in the last couple years that we did was we just had the bathroom in the casa redone. Complete overhaul, take down all the tile, and yeah, that was a process. I did not take on that process because that was out of my wheelhouse.
I'm burning.
Okay,
it's very hot.
Okay,
it's very hot. Here in Puerto Rico, we moved to a neighborhood, and we were so blessed to have lovely neighbors. Our neighbors are very nice. Everyone speaks. Some of the people actually speak English in our neighborhood. The ones who don't speak a lot of English, they at least try when they see us, and we're trying to get better at our Spanish speaking. And our neighbors are great. When there's storms and power outages and everything, they always send a text to let us know that our properties are taken
safe.
care of. They're safe, and that pretty much nothing happens.
So yeah, the neighbors and the neighborhood is great. The neighborhood that we live in is called Puerto Rico. It's a town in San Juan, so we are in San Juan. So yeah, the neighborhood is excellent. Lots of stuff to do, lots of places to eat. Yeah, we actually really love our neighborhood.
Since we moved here, a lot of people ask a lot of questions, and one person even made a comment that said, well, I couldn't live on an island because, on an island you would run out of things to do. And we've been actually coming to the island for
since about 2008.
Since about 2008. So we've been coming here for a while, and every time we come, we actually have different things on our agenda that we want to do. And Pierre actually got a book. It's called The Passport.
Yeah, and in the passport book, they actually just updated it. It used to have like just about three things to do in each town. But now they have a list of about 8 things in each, at least 8 things in each town or borough that they have in the book. And they have every town of Puerto Rico in the book. So if you're not sure what to do, go to Old San Juan, go to the Tourism and Visitor Center right down at the water edge, and they will give you a passport book, and it'll guide you on some things to do whichever city you want to visit. One of the favorite things that we like to do, well, I'm going to speak for myself. One of the things that I like to do over here is exactly what you see us doing. Going to the beach, finding us just a spot on the beach. And although we have, beaches that we like, really, it doesn't matter to us. It doesn't matter to me which beach it is. So yeah, this beach bum life is really settling in with me. And we do everyday things over here in Puerto Rico, just like you do at your home. But being over here for 2 years, so far, we just wake up and we decide on something to do, and we just do it.
A lot of people talk about how the waters over here are not very safe. And what I would say to that is that if you're not familiar with the water, and it doesn't matter whether you're in the United States, Virginia Beach, Florida, or wherever, you need to be careful. And during the winter months, the water seems to be more very rough when you go to get in it. So you'll see a lot of warnings about the roughness of the water. You'll also see red flags. If you see a red flag here, you definitely don't want to go into the water. But the good thing is that most of the beaches have lifeguards, and they will definitely direct you in the right way to go. A lot of the official park beaches have showers, restrooms. Some of them have eating areas, rental, like for kayaks. And so there's lots of things to do here on the island. Here in Puerto Rico, people have a misconception that it is very hard to get things, but there's a lot of things here on the island. Plaza Americas is like one of the largest malls I've ever seen, and it's a thriving mall where everyone's there. And I'll tell you a little secret. It is a hiding spot when there's a power outage. If there's a power outage that lasts for more than an hour, a lot of people just get up and go to the mall and eat and shop. And there's movies here just like anywhere. And you can pretty much find a lot of things at the mall. Amazon works here. It might not be the next day that you're used to, but Amazon is here. We order a lot of things during the summer. We just know that it's not going to be here the next day unless it's already on the island. There's also, for those people that love Walmart, there's Walmart here. There's Home Depot. There's no Target. No Target. Haven't seen a Target.
They have Target rental vehicles.
And haven't seen a Lowe's, just Home Depot. Sam's, Costco, so if you like to shop those kind of places, they have those here on the island as well.
And believe it or not, the Walmart, all the stores she just named, Walmart, Home Depot, the mainland stores, those prices are like the same for real. And I'm talking everything from like furniture, light fixtures, stuff for your house, food, clothing. It's not much difference in price, not like talking about it. Yeah. Yep. And they have Planet Fitness over here.
YMCA as well.
And YMCA, yeah, absolutely.
In the last 2 years, we've had at least 35 family members, friends, guests that have joined us here in Puerto Rico. Everyone who comes here loves it. They say that they definitely are going to come back.
Everybody that comes over here to visit us, well, most everybody, they always want to make sure that we are here.
We travel over here, we usually travel with Southwest, and the reason we enjoy Southwest so much is because they're 2 bags free.
You bringing a lot of bags, Frontier and all those other airlines, they're not going to be your friend. Just take Southwest if you can and get those 2 bags free. Today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
And my last thing I want to say is about Uber. They're very cheap, cheaper than anywhere else. So don't be afraid to Uber.
Right, and there's no Lyft here yet.
Yeah.
So Uber is it, and Uber Eats, because when we're feeling lazy, or we just come in, we do Uber Eats to our home, and it's great service.
All right.
Okay.
That's about it. I'm Pierre.
And I'm Selena.
We're the Howard's Adventure. Thanks for hanging out. Deuces.